Hey everybody, Brimstone here. Today I'm coming at you with some thoughts, feelings, and a summary full of spoilers for Yellow Flash's The Mighty Golden Patriot. This was put out in my hands yesterday, and I put out an initial review in Thoughts and Feelings on X, but this is also the full video review. The second half of this video will be spoilers, and there'll be a transition and clear notification about when the spoilers start. In the beginning of this video, we are going to go over my thoughts and feelings of this book, and then segue into the summary and review and spoilers. But before we get into the deep dives on my thoughts and feelings and things like that, if you want to see more Rippaverse comics, if you want to see general local info on pop culture that might fly under the radar and things like that, hit that like, hit that sub button, share this out there. Dislike the video if you don't like it. Leave a comment. I'd love to hear your thoughts and feelings. And let's get into The Mighty Golden Patriot. I was really excited for this book, mostly the draw from the World War II. I do enjoy reading stuff about World War II, fiction, fan fiction, whatever. I got a copy of Man in the High Castle kicking around behind me. And, you know, some Dick Winter's novelization, diaries and journals and stuff like that. So I do enjoy reading this stuff, but that was only part of it. Flash is a big comic lover. Yellow Flash loves his comics. He's very knowledgeable in comics, and this shows in this book. This book, well, it's not a very big book, as you can see. It's, you know, like maybe it's not a long read. It's not a hard read. It's a very fun read. Flash loves his comics, and it's reflected in his work with this book. What else? Let's see. John Dillard's art is absolutely great. This is such a fun book to read and draw, and the art is really easy on the eyes, and it is absolutely phenomenal. It really adds to the writing that Yellow Flash did. This book is a love letter to Saturday morning cartoons. It absolutely is. And when you were a kid and you would wake up at 6:30 in the morning and your parents were still sleeping, and you get dressed real quick and get your early clothes on and head out into the living room after making yourself a bowl of cereal. And after you made yourself a bowl of cereal, you would sit down and watch Saturday morning cartoons at like 5 or 6. And man, those were the days. And this will take you back to them. Even if it is just from cover to cover, this will be a little piece of that Saturday morning cartoon that you missed out on and are missing out or don't have right now. This is fantastic. This will take you back to a time when things were easier and will help relieve a little bit of stress that's going on in whatever you're doing in real life, in my opinion, at least. But this book was absolutely fantastic. And Flash, thank you so much. Shout out to Rippaverse for, you know, backing this, putting this out there, getting this in our hands very quickly. Like, I live in Massachusetts. This was here 2 days later after it shipped. And I was beyond pumped to hear that this shipped. If this is as far as you're going in the video, thank you so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. Hit that like, hit that sub button, share this out there, and yeah, leave a comment in below, because next up, we're getting into the full spoilers of the book. All right, I'm giving you ample warning after the transition. This is the spoilers and summary of The Mighty Golden Patriot. It is not a complex story. It is not a very deep story yet. We are just getting things established. Mighty Golden Patriot starts off in 1943. It's a montage page of everything going down. This is fantastic. I love this. It starts off with two pilots flying over North Africa, which is actually one of the best parts, the fact that this takes place in North Africa over the European theater of campaign. It's actually, I'm more familiar with the European theater as most people. North Africa is a little out of my wheelhouse, other than it was Rommel versus the Americans, a rather large coalition of people. The guy's name is Jack, the pilot, and they run into some bogeys, and Black Jack gets shot down. And they're flying over North Africa because apparently the Yazidis are obsessed with the occult. They're looking for something, and as Jack crashes, he has to evade. He only has a pistol on him. He's a pilot. He's meant to be up in the air, so he has a pistol and some basic kit gear, and that's what he does. He evades and survives, and he stumbles across a cave that seems to have this ancient relic, and boom! he becomes a Mighty Golden Patriot. There's no beating around the bush. He goes flash, you get right into it. And he like learns he can fly, he can take out, plane, he can run physically into planes. Like right there, I love this picture, right? This illustration right here. He can fly right into planes and not get hurt. He can still feel pain. He's flying through the Yahtzee bombers and stuff like that. Like apparently one of them has a missile, and he catches it right there. You see, you got a little bit of a missile catch right there. He takes some anti-aircraft fire after taking down a few. He takes it. Sorry, not anti-aircraft. He takes a tank shot right to the back, and it actually hurts. So that's good. Yeah. So then he, takes down everything on the ground, and use a little bit of a Captain America reference right there, using using something as a shield. Good on you for that. And then it goes through is like, they took the weapon and everything like that. We need to find this relic, some, Yahtzees and stuff like that. And it goes through and you find out that there's a female Yahtzee who's like building a mech, which is really good. Mech got a nice little Yahtzee armor suit right there, a power armor. And Jack basically goes undercover, tosses on a scarf around his face and starts looking around. And, the Yahtzees are like, well, we need to get this relic back, and he's around here somewhere. So just start killing people. Just start opening fire on folks. And there's 4 Yahtzee freaking mechas right there coming down to destroy this little town. And Jack's a good guy, so he's not going to stand for this. And he starts opening fire, and, he's like, well, what the heck are you? And he's like, oh, crap. Oh, God, he's getting tucked around, he's evading again and stuff like that, trying to draw them away from the civilians. And he runs into the woman Yahtzee, and the woman Yahtzee's like, oh, I'm MI6. We need to get you out of here. That relic of yours is something that, what's his name? The main big bad is looking for. Oh, God, what's his name? That the main big bad is looking for. It's a Wonder Waffle, German for Wonder Weapon. Yeah, so he gets it, and she's like, well, he's looking for the leader of the Shadow Reich is looking for it, the other half of that amulet. He already has half of it, and he's very powerful. So it's apparently Mighty Golden Patriot gets his power from half of an amulet. All right, worth a shot. Apparently she's like, well, if you say X word, which is in Ra's light, I stand. We will, in Ra's light, I stand strong. And then that activates the Mighty Golden Patriot powers. And this great panel right here with the Yahtzee symbol replaced as a gold star, as a white star for American. And then they go, a fight breaks out and everything like that. The Mighty Golden Patriot finds out he has another power. He can shoot energy projections from his hands. And the Patriot's like, oh, yeah, we're going to fight, fighting off the Yahtzees. And he helps protect the woman in the thing and takes out the mecha, which is another great shot, the Mighty Golden Patriot right there. And, it reads like a Saturday morning cartoon would be, with, a little bit more adult as they're hurting kids, but still that great feeling of sitting down and enjoying just a heroic tale. They go to the, head guy who apparently has the other half of it. He's got the wings. And he's the Mighty Golden Patriot and the girl in the mecha suit head to Alexandria. And, they get attacked along the way by the shadow guy, the head of the shadow Yahtzees. And, his name is like Shadow Fuhrer or something like that. And, this is just good stuff. So they fight, and they realize that the powers that they have are limited. They can't stay transformed forever. So they have limited stamina. And the Mighty Golden Patriot gets his butt kicked. Like, this guy who has the other half of the amulet clearly has had it longer and knows how to use an extent of his abilities. Whereas Jack just got it like a day ago and is trying to figure everything out. And they go through and, they're like, haha, yeah, we got you. Like, they're on the ropes. And then, you hear sound overhead. And what is it? It's the Americans coming in on a bombing raid. And his buddy's flying one of the planes. He's like, you didn't think I was going to leave you behind forever, did you? And, you know, they take out everything as they hear the sound of the bombs fall, and they end up, you know, saving the day and everything. Jack gets taken out. He's beat up. And it ends with an issue from high command, the higher ups in the brass in the U.S. Army, saying, "You got new orders. Your orders are to learn how to master these powers and to win this war." And Jack's like, "It would be my pleasure, sir." And like, let's get ahead of the. Let's get you in that. Let's get you to the eggheads. Which is, you know, the nerdy people, the you know, scientists. And then this great panel, the Mighty Golden Patriot, will return. And Flash, he needs to come back. So this is absolutely a fantastic book. You know, we got Rippusend, we got all this stuff. So this was a fantastic read. I like this book. I love this book. We need more of books like this in comics. Just absolute and complete, you know, checkouts and callbacks to when we were a kid, because we deal with adult stuff every day, all the time, every day, without fail. It's nonstop. Sometimes a little escapism helps lighten the soul, and lightening the soul makes a lot of things easier to carry in general in life. So this will do a fantastic job with that. So let me know what you think in the comments below. Did you like the Golden Patriot? Did you not like the Golden Patriot? Do you not read it? Are you going to grab a copy? Because it's still on sale at Rippusend. I'll make sure to drop a link in the description below. And yeah, if you made it this far, thank you so much for watching. Hit that like, hit that sub button, share this video out there. Drop a comment for me, anything to help push me out into that algorithm. And I will catch you all later. Have a great day.